All right, first game back after the All-Star break, and the Yankees dropped the first game of a series of a supposed to have been a four-game series against Boston, but now it's a three-game series by the score of 4-0. Jordan Montgomery started the game against Eduardo Rodriguez. I think his name was. Montgomery got touched up for 3 runs, but then he settled down and gave up nothing else. He was clean. 3 runs in 6 innings is a pretty solid outing, actually, and I would take that from starters most of the time. Problem is the Yankees didn't score any runs. Now, that said, there are 6 Yankees right now, okay, on the COVID IL. And Luke Voigt, additionally, is on the regular IL with a bruised knee, kneecap bruise. So, and with the guys on the COVID IL, 6 positive tests yesterday. 3 guys were vaccinated that we know of, and we're not sure how many of the other 3 are vaccinated. But the good thing about the vaxxed guys is so all 6 have to do a 10-day quarantine minimum. But if a vaccinated player shows 2 consecutive negative test results, then he can come back sooner than 10 days. The unvaxxed guys cannot. So, and the vaxxed guys are asymptomatic. Unvaxxed player, and it sounds like it's Aaron Judge, but can't confirm that right now. But it sounds like it is showing symptoms of COVID. So that's it right there with regards to that. So. What does that mean for the lineup? Well, the lineup is pretty decimated right now. But what I do like is they called up a bunch of guys that we wanted to be called up. Now, they deserve to be called up regardless, and a bunch of them got in the game today. Chris Kittens was called up already, but Trey Amburgey was called up. He played a little bit today. Hoyjon Park called up, played a little bit today. Okay, even Greg Allen, who I've been talking about since the offseason when the Yankees acquired him, also got called up and got in the game today. Also got a base hit. Okay, Amburgey got on base as well. Hoyjon Park, he grounded out, but but that's okay. What I like about what I saw with these kids, they were aggressive and fearless, and weren't tentative, and that was a refreshing thing to see to me, the aggressiveness from them. And what I will say is, anytime, for the most part, this is pretty indicative of the Yankees. When a player's called up, it usually takes a few games for that player to adjust. And, with a bunch of guys called up right now, it's going to take them a few games to adapt. Now, hopefully they do it a little bit quicker than usual, but can't expect that. But I'd rather see these guys make the adjustments and get better over the next couple games than the starters who are doing absolutely nothing. Okay, I'm looking just completely lost, especially against a guy named Eduardo Rodriguez. Okay, this guy came into the game, he had a 5.6 ERA, and he's one of these guys who is not having a good year, but comes up against the Yankees, and the Yankees make him look like a Hall of Fame starting pitcher. That's exactly what they did today, the starters particularly. Okay, we had a couple nice hits from Odor and some other guys. Even Greg Allen got a hit too when he came in the 8th. So and Amburgey got on base. DJ got on base, so we had a couple hits across the board, but they had a lot of missed opportunities. 2 guys on base a couple times, and they didn't do anything. So they were shut down by Eduardo Rodriguez, unfortunately. So, but this is textbook Yankees this year. Go up against an average or sub-average pitcher and make him look like Randy Johnson. It's just, it's unfortunate, but I'm going to be a little bit more patient than usual with these young guys that are called up, because they will need a few days to adjust to being at the major league level. And this will be their first time seeing these guys as well. Thankfully, Gerrit Cole's on the mound tomorrow. Hopefully, he's recovered well from his 129-pitch outing. And I think Jameson Taillon is on the hill on Sunday. So, those 2 guys have been pitching very well as of late. So, even though Cole had a rough couple weeks, but with that outing last time, and Taillon's been really, really good the last 2 outings. I'm looking forward to having those 2 guys on the mound as well. And I'm not saying Montgomery was bad. He had a solid outing. It's just the bats right now. Stanton looks lost. I mean, it's just Gardner. I don't understand why he's still starting, especially with these guys now. I wouldn't start Gardner. I'd start Allen in center field, and Amburgey in left, or whatever. And you have Tyler Wade there too. I would be starting these younger guys over these starters who are not playing well or just doing anything. So that's just me. We'll see what they do. But all in all, it was a 4-0 win for the Red Sox, and the Red Sox picked up another game on the Yankees. And which the Yankees need to decide what they're going to do here. I know they say they're probably going to be buyers, but honestly, Joey Gallo is not enough to put the Yankees over the top. He's not enough to reverse everything. So if they're going to buy, they have to go all in, and I don't think they're going to do that. Okay, they might as well do the opposite or buy and sell at the same time and retool. But now it's going to be even harder because some of the guys that they could have utilized in trades are not available now because of COVID. So we'll see what happens. And hopefully the Yankees, your fortunes turn around a little bit. Hopefully they play well. But this is going to be a really rough stretch because they got Boston, then Philadelphia, then Boston again, then Tampa Bay. So this is going to be a brutal stretch for the Yankees. And a bunch of it's going to be without, Judge and Gio and Higgy. And Rob Brantley was called up. He's another backup catcher, so he's up in as well. So hopefully these young kids get an opportunity to play. And on a consistent basis. And it looks like they will because there's no other option now. So, and then hopefully they play well. Hopefully they'll show some promise here. And I'm encouraged by them. And this is, to me, I think it stinks that they were called up this way. But if this is their opportunity, this is their opportunity. I hope they capitalize on it. And I hope they show the Yankees something and maybe put the Yankees in a position where they'd be like, these guys are actually pretty good. Maybe we need to consider keeping a few of these up here. Few of these guys up here for the season or whatever they decide to do. But there's a lot of talk about Gallo. He is not enough to turn this around. Like him, but he's not enough. Yankees are several moves away from being a really good, legitimate contender this year. There's no two ways about it. It's not even up for debate. It's obvious. So it is what it is. 4-0 from the Red Sox. The Red Sox are clearly a better team. They're the best team in the American League East. So, and they're very well equipped. And they have Chris Sale coming back now, starting a rehab assignment. So they're going to be even better. And so I'm really hopeful that the Yankees' young kids and can do some things here. I hope Cole continues to pitch well and Tyon continues to pitch well, and even Montgomery continues to be solid too. And we'll see what they do in the next coming weeks.